Hello and welcome to the Management Channel. In this session, we're going to look at the important aspect of maintenance and reliability to your organization. Our objectives are to gain an understanding of system reliability, learn about the term mean time between failures, distinguish the difference between preventative maintenance and breakdown maintenance, learn how to improve preventative maintenance, and discover the costs of both preventive maintenance and breakdown maintenance. And we're also going to talk about predictive maintenance. So, the importance of maintenance and reliability is to maintain the capability of the system. Keep it running. No stoppages, no outages. The definition of maintenance is the activities involved in keeping a system's equipment in good working condition. Reliability is the probability that a machine, part, or product will function properly for a specified time under certain stated conditions. Failure has far-reaching efforts on a firm's operation, its reputation, its profitability, obviously against customer satisfaction, and you want to reduce your idle time. There are two reliability tactics. One is improving individual components, and the second is providing redundancy. There are two maintenance tactics: implementing or improving preventive maintenance and increasing repair capability or speed. Maintenance management requires employee involvement, partnering with maintenance personnel, some reward system, employee empowerment. Maintenance and reliability procedures should be cleaning and lubricating, monitoring and adjusting, making any minor repairs, and keeping computerized records thereof. The results is reduce inventory, improve quality, improve capacity. You now get a reputation for quality. You have continuous improvement going on, and you reduce your variability. Reliability, or the system reliability, is the product of all components. Reliability is also improving individual components. So, as you can see for this formula, the sum of reliability is the reliability of component 1 times the reliability of component 2, and so on down the line. So let's take a look at an example. The reliability of this process, R1 is 0.9, R2 is 0.8, R3 is 0.99. So if we multiply these three out, we get 0.713, or 71.3% reliability. Product failure rate is a basic unit of measurement for reliability in the product failure. Measures the percentage of failures among the number of products tested, and the formula is as such. You take the number of failures divided by the number of units tested times 100%, and you get the failure rate. So FR to the number n is the number of failures during a specific period of time. So number of failures divided by the number of unit hours of operating time. And the most common term in reliability analysis is the mean time between failures. Well, what is that? It's the expected time between a repair and the next failure of a component, machine, process, or product. And you figure that out by taking the number 1 and dividing that by the product failure rate that we showed you how to calculate previously. So let's look at an example. 20 air conditioning units for use in the International Space Station operated for 1,000 hours. One failed after 200 hours, and one failed after 600 hours. So 2 units failed out of 20 means that 2 divided by 20 times 100% equals 10%. 20 units times 1,000 hours minus non-operating time. And that would be 1,200 hours. So between the 2 units, we had 1,200 hours. Now, figuring out further, with the failure rate example, that means we have a failure of 0.00106 failure per unit hour. So the mean time between failures is reciprocal of the FRN formula, or 9,434 hours. So the failure rate per trip, 24 hours, 6 days a trip, 0.00106 times 24 times 6 equals 0.0153 failure per trip. Redundancy. What exactly is that? Well, it's the use of a backup component or a parallel path used to raise the reliability of the operation. It's provided to ensure that if one component or path fails, the system has a resource to another path. Providing backup components to increase reliability is by doing 0.8 times 1 minus 0.8, or we would come up with 0.96. So a redundant process is installed to support the early example where the total reliability was 0.713. We added a redundancy path, and now you'll see, if you follow the calculations, we've increased our reliability from 0.713 to 0.9 var, meaning we had a backup to keep it running. A parallel redundancy can be done by this formula, and you can see the reliability of the new design is 0.9988. I'll let you study these numbers for a moment. Please feel free to pause if you need to. Maintenance. Two types of maintenance. Preventive maintenance, a plan that involves routine inspection, servicing, and keeping the facilities in good repair so as to prevent failures. And the second one is breakdown maintenance. Too late. Remedial maintenance that occurs when the equipment fails or breaks down and must be repaired on an emergency or priority basis. What does that do for you? It causes an outage and a loss of revenue. Implementing it, it's important to know when a system is likely to fail and prevent that occurrence. Infant mortality is if a failure occurs early in the life of a product or process. That's infant mortality. Once a product settles in, mean time between failure generally follows a normal distribution. Hence, the reason for keeping good records. A computerized maintenance system looks something like this. And I'll leave that for you for a moment to study. Pause if you need to. The benefits of a good computerized maintenance system is it will let you know what the history of repairs are, how many spare parts you should keep on hand, what the cost analysis is, and so forth. You can use this for predictive maintenance, which we'll talk about in a moment. Predictive maintenance is a recording frequency of breakdowns or component replacements to help you facilitate the ability to predict when the next failure will occur, or when maintenance is scheduled to prevent occurrence or make a replacement of a component. Using advanced technology to monitor equipment and predict failures, use your computer system by using technology to help detect and predict equipment failure. A visual inspection or scheduled measurements of vibration, temperature, oil, and water quality would help you also predict when maintenance is due. And your measurements taken are compared to a healthy baseline. Equipment that is trending towards failure can be scheduled for repair before it does break down. Should a firm contract for maintenance on their printers? Let's take a look at it. Number of breakdowns, 0. Number of months that breakdowns occurred, 2. Number of breakdowns, 1. 8 times. 2 breakdowns, 6 times. So we have a total of 20 breakdowns. The average cost of that breakdown is $300 to have it come out and repaired. So we're going to compute the expected number of breakdowns. We're going to take the number of breakdowns, figure out the frequency, and come up with a number. Expected number of breakdowns, and corresponding frequency. So Doing all the math, as you see the numbers above, it shows that we experience 1.6 breakdowns every month. Let you study these numbers for a moment. Pause if you need to. Then we want to compute the expected breakdown cost per month with no preventive maintenance. And that comes to 1.6 times a breaking down per month that we estimated. Times 300 means we're paying $480 a month. Compute the cost of preventive maintenance. One breakdown every month at $300 plus $150 a month equals $450 a month. Hire the service firm at $300 a month. It's less expensive. Autonomous maintenance. What is that? Well, operators partner with maintenance personnel to observe, check, adjust, clean, and notify if there's a maintenance problem. Employees then accept responsibility to help predict failures, prevent breakdowns, and prolong the equipment life. Total productive maintenance. We combine total quality management with a strategic view of maintenance from the process and equipment design to preventive maintenance. So total productive maintenance is designing machines that are reliable, easy to operate, and easy to maintain. Emphasizing total cost of ownership when purchasing machines so that you include the service and maintenance costs. And developing preventive maintenance plans that utilize the best practices of the operators, the maintenance department, and the depot service repairs. Training for autonomous maintenance so that operators maintain their own machines and partner with maintenance personnel to help prevent a breakdown. Problems with breakdown maintenance, that is, waiting until it breaks down to fix it. Run it till it breaks. It might be okay for low criticality equipment or if you have redundant systems, but it could be disastrous for mission-critical plant machinery or equipment. Not permissible for systems that could imperil life or limb, like an aircraft. You just don't put off that until it breaks down. Problems with preventative maintenance. Fix it whether or not it's broken. Scheduled replacement or adjustment of parts equipment with a well-established service life. Typical example would be a plant revamping. Sometimes misapplied, replacing old but still good bearings or over-tightening electrical lugs and switchgear. Things that don't need to be done. So your maintenance strategy comparison is as follows. And I recommend you take a moment, read through it. I'll pause it for you. And if you need to, you may pause also. Maintenance strategy implementation, the percentage of maintenance time by strategy. If you look, you see that about 90 to 100% of predictive maintenance helps your machine last much longer, up to 10 years. Preventive, which is only about 60 to 80% of the cost and time, will help you last almost as long. But if you wait till it breaks down, which is under 60%, your machine is going to break down a lot sooner. Increasing repair capabilities. You should have well-trained personnel. You should have adequate resources. Proper application of the 3 maintenance strategies, and continual improvement to improve both your equipment and your system reliability. So the backbone of every business is strongly recommended preventive maintenance and reliability. Thank you for observing. Have a great day.